Hi, my name's Joe and welcome to this Xpres Technical YouTube video. In this video, we're going to be looking at using the Roland white spot color to create white layers from within Corel Draw. Corel Draw is really good for this because it's a very easy software to use and the palettes are already built in. So if we head into Window, Color Palettes and Palettes, this will open up the Roland palettes within this window here. If we click Spot, Roland, and Roland VerseWorks and tick this box, it will add the Roland VerseWorks palette to the right-hand side of the screen. We can now use the RDG white spot color, which looks grey to you and me, but to the print software is just pure white. The first way to use this, if we draw a box here, is to just left-click the RDG white color. That will add white to this box. If I now double click on this file down here, I can change the tint of the spot color. And this alters the density within VerseWorks 7. So if I have it at 100, you'll have 100% white density, which for a lot of printers is actually too much white. If I drop this down to, let's say, 85 and press OK, we now have an 85% dense white. An example of this in VerseWorks, I have a 100% white file here and a 50% white file. You can see just from the preview on the screen that the 100% and 50% are slightly different colours. The 50% white is slightly brighter. If I go into the job log, because I've ripped both of these files, I can see that the 100% white is using 1.68 milliliters of white, whereas the 50% white is only using 0.39 milliliters of white. I won't get into why 50% isn't half of 100. However, this is the easiest way to alter your density of white within a file. Now, this spot color isn't always necessary. A good example of this is this file that I've created here. I have the two boxes file. One is a completely black box, and the other is a white box just on the inside of it. You can see from this example here that the white layer hasn't been added to the white area of the job. Now, this will happen on any file you add that has pure RGB white in the file. It's because VerseWorks doesn't understand where there's no print data, so it can't see any print information, so it doesn't add any white ink there. So now we understand the basics of the white spot color, let's put it into use. Very first thing we're going to look at here is we have this Xpres logo. Now, in order to make this white actually print, we need to check whether it has any color in it. So we'll look at the file, look at the fill down here, and we can see it's cyan 0, magenta 0, yellow 0, and black 0. That means that there is no print data, so it will not be able to put white behind the Xpres text. So we need to add RDG white to that area of the file. Now, because we've added RDG white at this point, we now need to make sure that RDG white is behind even the color areas of the file. So if we copy and paste the rectangle, then drag it to the bottom of our object manager, we can then add RDG white to that area of the rectangle as well. We can now select all of these RDG white areas, open up the fill of the file, and reduce the tint to whatever value suits your printer. I know that 85 is perfect for my TY300, so I can select this entire image, and I can now export this as the Xpres logo white. Once it's exported, we can take it into VerseWorks. Let's add a job and select the Xpres logo white that we just saved. We can now see that this file is completely laden with white ink, so that should print perfectly. Thank you very much for watching this Xpres Technical YouTube video. Hopefully that's everything you need to start using the RDG white spot color. If there is any more help that you require with Corel Draw for printing, check out the playlist linked in the description box below. And I will see you in the next video.